What is...
Oh, hi.
Hey guys, this is React Fact. I'm James.
I'm Rose.
And I'm Nikki.
And this is Cells at Work. It's the 14th episode of the first season. It says that this is the last one, though some have pointed out in the comments that the last episode was the last one of the season. So I'm a bit confused unless Crunchyroll messed something up. So I'm thinking we were talking before that this is probably like a back to form episode where it's back to normal and just talking about a regular thing, because the name of the episode is Common Cold.
Yeah.
So I don't really have any expectations, as it's just almost a sitcom kind of show. What are you guys expecting?
Yeah, pretty much exactly what you're saying. Like, everything's back to normal, and probably people are still going to be like, who are you? To the other red blood cells.
Oh, yeah, speaking of which, we were talking off screen that it would be funny if because remember they said their uniforms were a little bit different?
Yeah.
That because of the reason they were saying that, and the reason they're saying who are you is because it was a different blood type, probably from a donor or something like that.
Yeah.
So maybe that was to explain the different uniform little subtleties in the language. Anything you're expecting?
No. I'm looking forward to it.
All right. Well, with that, we'll see you in discussion right after. Thank you very much for being here, and we'll catch you on the next one. Just ranged us. Like it just off doing something.
He saw the guy with the...
Yeah.
What's his name?
He's so buff. He just called himself not cute.
Virus. Dangerous. Oh no, he's not reading it.
Creepy.
Why is he shushing from so far?
I don't know.
No.
Don't do it.
He wasn't reading the book, so he doesn't know.
I don't think that's a cancer cell.
Yeah.
No, it was talking about viruses, the book that he was reading.
Mine.
Very nice.
He was rather careless, didn't he?
Oh, he's killing somebody.
So it's a pranking virus. Okay.
He's not even changed and he's following this guy around.
He's that bored.
He's so bored. He's left his clone alone. Uh-oh. Goes down. She's holding him there.
Is he transforming? What's that on his head?
He just put that on his head, I think.
But why?
How do you understand
I
this?
think he's training.
Why? He has eyes, and it's creepy. What, you were standing in the open? Well, they're putting the sugar in the salt and the salt in the sugar.
She blocked herself just in time.
Never mind that. Who's Mr. McD?
The tissues, please.
It's the most-
They moved it.
they're getting more dangerous pranks.
Yeah. Oh no. What are they gonna do with that? Oh, they took away their weapons?
I mean, he can make it work.
Yeah.
Now it's different than what he usually is, to be honest.
She's like, I'm fine with this. Histamine.
Hello.
He's just chilling. He's just.
What? on earth?
Imagine they just switch away from him.
That was-
Never let do anything.
Well, what are they gonna do with him?
They took his umbrella.
Took his- That's why he's looking at his head. Oh, is that so?
It's like, I don't know who did this, but I'm gonna talk to you anyway.
Oh,
He's
no.
gonna clone himself.
Yep.
Yeah.
Creepy. Oh, that's
Indeed.
so creepy.
You know what? Never mind. I'll see you tomorrow.
You can see the malevolent aura around
Right?
it, dude.
That's pretty creepy. So no
Oh
thank
no,
you.
now he's angry.
Sure. Oh, he actually did that. I would too. Just jump.
Jump.
Just
Oh.
jump.
Another one. Oh no.
Wow.
A creepy blue
Poor
skin.
guy. Ooh.
Heard you've been pranking.
さっきは世話になったな。
You should have brought the Jack in the Box thing.
Write that down. Write that down.
Wow, that was quite effective. Oh my goodness.
Surfboard. She used the surfboard.
What the heck?
ちゃんと勉強するんだ。あと、みんなを困らせるようなことはするんじゃない。
You have a friend now.
Back to pranking next day.
Yeah.
Oh, he's playing with them.
Oh. Memory cells there.
何やってんだお前ら。
Exercising.
暇だったんです。
よかったら一緒に遊びませんか？僕らご近所だし、仲良くやれるならと思って、
バカ野郎。俺たちは殺し屋だぞ。慣れ合いなんとするか。俺は殺すが、お前は殺されるが。
This is true.
はいはい。もうそれ。
And then he's gonna kill him.
Of course he does. It's like, do you know how to play? He's like, I won.
Home run.
He's kind of
He's counting.
How did you get here?
Of course,
I just realized why is she here.
discussion.
All right. That's a nice little end of the season
Yeah.
episode. It just all things are in order. Wasn't too heavy. Wasn't too light.
Mm-hmm.
I like the common cold guy.
Yeah. The shit guy.
Yeah.
And we finally get to see what the human cells do all day.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been spending like the whole season trying to stop them from dying. So it's nice to see like something from their perspective.
So when they're busy, they're just spending all day trying to clone somebody. And when
Clone themselves.
Clone themselves. And when they're not busy, they're just doing nothing, I guess.
Yeah,
Walking
apparently.
around the town.
Wasn't
waving in
he
the wind.
cloned? Where did his clone buddy go?
Well, I don't
I
think
guess
they have to.
they move out once
Yeah.
they're ready to clone again. That's what I'm seeing it as, because you only have space for two
Yeah,
in
they,
one
they,
room.
they split, and then there's two of them, and then something else happens. I don't remember exactly how the cell cycle works, but for a little while they're next to each other, then there's something leaves, I think.
Cytokinesis.
I'm surprised. So I knew that T cell was always harsh and whatever. I knew like we kill the cells if we need to kill the cells, but the fact that he never talks or fraternizes with them at all,
Yeah.
he sees them all as targets, even civilians, just waiting to become targets.
It's like, I kill and you guys get killed. That was, that was a bit
It's
much.
a brutal world.
Yeah.
Like if you had turned out, I killed you too. You understand me?
Yeah, and why was the common cold being really mischievous? Was
Yeah,
really
at
funny.
first. Yeah.
I think it's because it's getting across that the common cold is
It just kind of makes everything haywire.
It messes with everything, but it's not very dangerous until it's like it's not dangerous until it is.
Yeah.
And then it's suddenly the deadliest thing.
Yeah.
I think that's what it's trying to get across.
Yeah. The macrophage being okay with all of their weapons being being replaced, I was like, bruh.
Yeah, I
She's
mean,
just like, yay.
I figured it didn't really matter because the weapons they were using weren't the most
Yeah, they're
wieldly.
blunt.
They're huge. They're heavy. So it's like they can use anything if we use these things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is true. One of them smacked one of the viruses with a surfboard. Did you see that?
Yeah, I was wondering. I thought it was an ironing board.
Yeah, I thought that for a second. Yeah, and at the end, Red Blood Cell was still lost. She's like, "Oh, this looks. Wait, why am I here? How did I get here?"
You know what it almost felt like to me, which I kind of want us to check, is it almost felt like it could be the beginning of season 2.
This felt
They
like
could have worked as the beginning of season 2 because they were reintroducing some of the characters.
Yeah.
They always reintroduce them.
Yeah, but not in so much detail.
To be fair, if you were ending a season though, and you're hoping for a season 2, you'd want to top it off with something like this, where like it shows everybody and shows this is still a comedy and all that. You don't want it to end on a super heavy episode,
True.
making everybody think there's plot.
True.
We don't want to
got a point.
mislead you now. There's no plot in this anime.
No plot.
None.
That's a good point.
We got plot for 2 episodes and move on. Yeah, so I hear season 2 only has 8 episodes, which is weird.
Maybe it just wasn't doing as well as the first season and they just cut it.
I mean, when you start a new season, you get billeted for the amount of episodes.
Oh.
So that means going into it, they knew they were doing 8. I mean,
Unless it was really bad.
I don't know, because there have been some
But
bad animes that they finished because they were supposed to.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know, but I'm very curious what it is. I know some of the comments have said that it's not very good as season 2, not as in detail as season 1. Sorry, in season 2, I'm curious to like see that for myself because I'm wondering what that entails. Because I don't really watch this show necessarily for the details
Yeah,
or
that's what I was
information. I do like looking at it, and like the episode where armpits were cool, and you pointed out it's because they put ice packs under your arms when you get heat stroke.
Yeah.
So it's little stuff like that. I like piecing that together. But other than that, I'm just really just here for the comedy.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if
Just
is that
like daily
comedy's
life
not as
kind of
good?
thing.
Yeah. Anything for you guys?
No. I'm just wondering what. I watched the first episode of the sequel, the spin-off, Black.
Mm-hmm. How'd you like it?
I was very interested. It seems very black. It's much darker than this one. Like this one's very happy-go-lucky. The other one is dystopia. Try and survive.
I'm having a hard time imagining
Picturing it, yeah.
going
Yeah.
from this.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, in this, you look at this world and the way that people talk and the way they act. It's like it's all they've ever known.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't realize how messed up some things that they do or things that they say is.
Mm-hmm.
So I can see an altered dimension where everyone's like, "Oh man, this is so terrible," but at the same time, it's just so happy and positive in this one. I can't imagine a world where it is dystopian at the same time. You know.
Well, with that one, you can tell that the body just doesn't take care. The person doesn't take care of themselves. So I think like they smoke and they drink alcohol and all that stuff. So the functions of their body are not doing well. And on top of that, it seems like they get sick often.
We're probably gonna watch that.
Yeah.
I wasn't 100% sure before, but it seems that fans of this episode have been watching this, waiting for that to come around.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe.
So did you see season 2 of this?
Season 2? No, I didn't see season 2.
Oh,
Yeah, I think season 2 only came out recently.
So Black came before season 2.
I think so. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought it was something like that.
Okay.
Or maybe they were like Black came out and then this came out simultaneously. I don't know. Anything else?
No.
All right. I always try to. I know in general, all of us, we all try to extend the conversations of these cells at work episodes, but it's just so difficult because.
Like, if anything, we would just talk about, like, the functions of the body, but we're not super versed on that.
Yeah.
Well, not even just that. It's just even if it is a function of the body, what they give us to work with. It's a comedy show, so, like, half the show... Because, I mean, think about shows like Vinland Saga, right? Vinland Saga is 20 minutes, but we probably are going to talk about 10 minutes worth of that episode. Because all the other, it is just inner fillers. So then you talk about a show like this where it's a comedy, we're probably going to talk about 5 minutes worth of the show.
Yeah.
That's actually pertinent to the overall arcing of the show or something like that. But overall, since this is the end of season 1, I think we should bring up, like, how would you rate this season?
This season?
This season versus every other anime.
Oh, that's difficult, though, because of the way...
As a comedy.
As a comedy?
I would say as a comedy.
Or it's like... It's it's a refreshing anime. Rather than it being like, oh, that's so... It's just refreshing. It's like a nice little ditty. You know, you like maybe after you go to school or go to work, you come home and you watch this anime. It's a nice little pick-me-up thing.
Yeah, I kind of feel along the same lines with you because, like, when we watched this with, oh gosh, I can't remember what the other show we used to watch with this was on the same day. I felt
Attack on Titan?
No.
No, we used to watch Vinland with this.
Vinland, right? Vinland is such a heavy show, and then we would watch Cells, and it was like cleansing of the palate.
Yeah.
You know, after having that meat,
that heaviness.
then you have
drama.
a nice wine. Just something to cleanse the palate. That's how I felt this show was. It was just something lighthearted, you know, something to enjoy, nothing really to get really deep about.
Well, that was the original point of this show. When we started this channel, I wanted us to watch a lot of shows that were very deep or psychological or actiony. I wanted things that we could talk about.
Yeah.
Because I don't really feel comfortable just watching something and just leaving it. I want to be able to talk about it. So the whole reason I wanted to find something that was lighthearted, and you'd mentioned Souls at Work, and even though at first I wasn't really super into it, I came to really appreciate it for what it was. And as a comedy, in my mind, the peak of comedy for anime, to me, is High School Boys.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Lives of High School Boys was the funniest anime I've ever seen.
Have you watched it?
I've seen some
Yeah,
episodes.
I'm pretty sure
You guys maybe watch it.
I've watched it 3 times and I've never rewatched any show, but that makes me laugh every single time.
Yeah, if as a comedy, High School Boys is a 10 out of 10, I'd say this for me is a 7 out of 10, which is good. 10 out of 10 is a masterpiece. So 7 out of 10 is, for me, means it's a good show. And yeah, it's just a show you could just watch and move on. The thing is, I'm not somebody who necessarily... I will watch something that's brutal, something that's actiony back to back for days on end. I don't really feel the
need for cleansing.
Yeah, I don't really care for that. You know, I don't really search that kind of thing out. But for what it's worth, as somebody who doesn't usually watch these kind of light-hearted shows, I can see that the animators and the story writers, there's a lot of heart and effort put into this, and I can appreciate that for what it is. So yeah, I rate this pretty highly. This is a good show.
I liked it too. I
Yeah.
would say on a scale from 1 to 10, I don't remember Daily Lives of High School Boys enough to rate it
That's
against it, but of the few animes that I've seen, I'm the least versed in anime of all three of these people. Of all the animes I've seen, I would say for comedy, I would rate it a 7 or 8 as well. It's pretty good. I haven't watched a lot of comedy animes, so I think for comedy, I thought they did pretty well making me laugh, and they did pretty well introducing interesting factoids and stuff that kind of kept the show on some sort of grounded level, and I think it worked as a show overall. Yeah.
I would rate it probably a 5 or a 6 for comedy.
Really?
Yeah, because in regards to comedy, this anime is good for things other than the funny bits.
Oh, quick interjection. She's seen more anime than everybody.
Yeah.
So if her rating surprises you, if I've seen, I don't know, 50 anime and she's seen like 10, she's seen probably like 200.
This
like,
is true.
The ratio is
This
insane.
is true.
So yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, the it's good for other reasons other than the comedy. Yeah. It's just not very. The comedy bits aren't funny enough for me to be like, oh, that's why when you called it a comedy anime, I was like, oh, maybe it is a comedy. I never thought of it as
You
a
never
comedy.
thought of this
No.
as a comedy?
I didn't. I really didn't. I
What
thought
do you think this
kind of
was?
like a slice of life thing.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
slice of life for a cell. Yeah,
Hmm.
That kind of works.
it makes more
I
sense.
mean, that works, but that's surprising. Have you seen other comedies that you rate highly other than High School Boys?
Other than High School Boys,
Yeah, I'm just curious. Like, what is it that you've seen that blows this out of the water?
You asking her to remember one of
Yeah,
two?
that's right.
Hmm.
I should have clarified. While she's seen hundreds of enemies, she'd watched some seasons in a single day
This
sometimes.
is true.
So she doesn't remember a whole lot of them.
Yeah.
I wonder if we should have a
Names.
rating system or something.
Hmm.
Because the scale of 10 makes it feel like if you rate something a 5 or 6, it sounds like an insult.
Mm-hmm.
But that's actually out of 10. That's halfway. That's not
Yeah.
so bad.
It's definitely not bad.
Maybe it should be like out of 5 or maybe a grade like ABC.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
or that S rank.
Yeah.
S ABC.
S
I think
would
that would
S would
work.
be like High School Boys,
Yeah.
Attack on Titan level good
hmm
type stuff.
If we were rating off of that, I'd give this a B.
Same. I could give this
Yeah.
a B.
hmm
Mhm.
Is that all we have?
Yeah.
All right. Well, a nice little tack on a discussion right there at the
Yeah.
end. Maybe we should do that for shows when we finish season, something like that.
Yeah.
Season finales.
Yeah, it's a shame we missed out on Attack on Titan, but we realized that too late.
Yeah.
But thank you guys very much for being here. If you liked what you saw, please leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more. We will be going into season 2, and then after season 2, most likely, I still don't want 100%, most likely we'll be going into Code Black. So thank you guys for being here. We'll see you guys on next time at the React Pact. Bye-bye.
Bye.